Okay, we're on our chat and we'll go to the site called Forest Factory. So, Monday next week will be Monday 18. That is September 18. So, as you can see, if you are actually a JPY trader, like any pair that has to do with JPY, maybe USD JPY or JPY USD or British pound JPY or Euro JPY, as long as there is either quote or base currency for JPY, I advise you to stay clear for Monday trade. So going there is more of wasting a lot of time because the market will be very slow. You will not even catch a significant amount of pips. So the best way is for you to actually excuse the market. But anything aside from JPY is going to go well. Though early in the morning and that of London session, there'll be massive consolidation. At some point, maybe towards New York session, we will start seeing a better moves. So it's advisable that you wait at the opening of the New York session, that is the New York London overlap. I think you will see a better trade for Monday. In overall, if you are not confident, you can as well leave Monday. Then for Tuesday, because on Monday we don't even have any major news, so the market will move without any restriction. So on Tuesday, being September 19, Um, early in the morning, if you are someone who lives in Australia or you're trading anything, any pair related to Australia, maybe USD Australia, dollar, or anything related to Australian dollar USD, okay, around 2:30 a.m., that is GMT plus one, you are actually expected to be active at this hour, meaning that from that 2:30 a.m. to 7 o'clock a.m., the market is meant to move a certain direction. If it's going to move up, it will continue to move up. If it's going to move down, it's actually going to continue moving down. But it's good for you to wait. After 2:30, you can now find your perfect entry. So looking at it, we have a Reserve Bank of Australia. Okay, so it says that more hawkish than expected is good for the currency, meaning that um, we are talking about the economy that give rise to those movements. So that is more of what is going to happen in the morning. So um, the next that we are going to consider is that London session will be very okay for those who are trading other currency. Okay, so the trade will be okay in London session. Also, okay in Asian, some part of Asian session for those who actually trade it. Then the trade will continue to be okay even in New York session. But if you are trading Canadian dollar, I expect you to leave the market from 1:30 p.m. Okay, it's not going to be good for you. We have CPI news, and this time around, it might not go down well. So you may see a lot of consolidation regarding this CPI news. So I expect you to actually leave the market and then focus on other pairs. So that's all for Tuesday, meaning that Tuesday is okay, except for Canadian dollar and Australian dollar, which has some high impact news, but good for Australian dollar, bad for Canadian dollars. Then the market will continue to move even till 11:45 p.m., meaning that the market may waste a little bit time, but will keep moving in a certain direction up to midnight. So from Wednesday, early in the morning, we are going to, for those who are in China, okay, so there will be a kind of 5-year loan prime rate release, figure release. So the measures for this is that interest rates applied by commercial banks for mortgage loans. So we are going to reduce interest rates. But majorly, this particular session always lead to either consolidation or it might move up. Okay, if actually is their base currency. So for those who are in China can utilize this information. So either expect that the market will move a certain direction or it might consolidate this period. Then for those who are trading GBP USD or any pair related to GBP USD, expect a drastic move by 7 o'clock AM GMT plus 1. Okay, and after that moved from 8 o'clock, the trade will be okay. There will be no much resistance. The London session will be okay, and the New York session also will be okay. In the late evening, at the time of closing, we are going to have a massive release for FOMC. But this time around, you may also need to be careful. Okay, you need to be very extremely careful because this time around, the market might take those people, take liquidity for top, I say take liquidity for bottom. Okay, because we have another major news which has to do with Federal Reserve interest rates, of which depository institution lend balances held at the Federal Reserve to other depository institutions overnight. So actually, this release most times always cause issues. Okay, so that's why I said either you should be very careful. It might actually take both sides of the trade, leaving traders confused. Okay, and it might not move as expected. So that's all for actually on Wednesday. Then for Thursday, I think um if you can, you should stay out of the market for Thursday and just observe and learn from what is going to happen. Okay, if you can, stay out of the market. For Wednesday, for Thursday, being September 21st, those people that actually utilize this trend line, Fibonacci, as a added conference, actually we benefit from Thursday markets. Okay, they will benefit from Thursday market, but if you are more dependent on patterns and other ones, I think you should exclude the market because you might not actually succeed in this market. So why I say those people with trend line is because I want you should be able to know, okay, this is the area that is convenient for you to enter. Okay, the same thing with Fibonacci tracement tools. If you are using them, you should be able to know, okay, this is the level I'm going and this is the break of the level. Like I say, this is not a financial advice actually, but I'm just suggesting. Okay, so for Thursday, I always suggest that you should leave the market and come back in the evening. Okay, in the evening you are going to have, in fact, as from 1:30 p.m. on Thursday, the news coming out is a very good news, and it's good to, if you are a news trader, I think you should also observe this particular news. Then by 3 o'clock, the market will also make a major move, but in a shorter period. So the market will be okay in afternoon session, which is New York session, but in London session, uh, you may actually excuse the market or you trade it, but the pattern that should work for you are the pattern that was for consolidation. Okay, so anything ranging market, any pattern that was on ranging market is what is going to work on this particular London session. Okay, then for Friday, which is the last day of the week, um, those people who are trading JPY, like we state on Monday, okay, the same thing with the GBP USD, should also note that though there were major news, but it may not affect the market as such. Yes, it might look major news, but it might not really affect the market. But the only thing that will happen is that the market will move um faster. Market will move faster. There will be more movement on Friday. Okay, And for GBP USD, or those who are trading London session or maybe Euro and Co, also you are advised, okay, to be careful. Be careful on Friday on London session. Be careful on Friday in London session. The same thing goes to New York session. You should be careful. Overall, Friday might not be okay. It might not be okay. So, like I say, it's not a financial device, but if you can, stay out of the market, okay, and observe. If you want to trade, if you should want to trade, you need to be very, very careful, because what is going to happen is that the market will be slow at some point. At some point, it will be very fast, leaving you behind. In fact, it will not even give you any signal that it's going to move. So the market will just move the way you want. It may not actually wait for you. So, and it will move, basically it might consolidate at some point. So that is one thing I want to tell you. Then generally, um, from the higher frame in terms of bank, we are still on downtrend. Okay, in terms of immediate trade, we are still on downtrend. So, which is subject to changes, especially on Friday. Yeah, it's subject to changes, especially on Friday. So that is all we have, and I believe that's and I pray you have a successful week and happy trading. Thank you.